easy to make and delicious, so let's get started.
For our first recipe, we're making a chicken souvlaki wrap. I started by grabbing a big non-stick pan and adding some olive oil in it, followed by the chicken breast cut in small pieces. For spices, I tend to mix it up, but today I'm using garlic and Italian-style seasoning. I also seasoned with salt and pepper and gave everything a good mix to make sure the herbs coat the chicken. I then let it cook through for 20 minutes or so, or until the chicken is cooked through. While the chicken was cooking, I grabbed my ingredients for homemade tzatziki. All you need is some cucumber, Greek yogurt, and optionally some dill. I started by grating half a cucumber and then added it in a bowl with a sieve on top. I then squeezed the cucumber to get rid of the extra water and let it on the side while I prepared the rest of my dish. I grabbed a couple cloves of garlic and pressed them in a little bowl using my garlic press. I added some Greek yogurt and then added some olive oil and a tiny bit of red wine vinegar, about a teaspoon or so. I seasoned with salt and then I remembered I hadn't chopped the dill, so I finally chopped it and added it in my bowl. Lastly, I added the cucumber and gave everything a good mix. Once the chicken was ready, I grabbed the Greek pita and warmed it in a little pan.
Greek pizza is the best.
While the pita was warming, I chopped some tomatoes and onions to add to my wrap. And now it's time to assemble our wrap. I started by adding lots of tzatziki and then the chicken pieces. I then topped with tomatoes and onion and started wrapping my souvlaki. And here I realized I forgot to add paprika, so I opened my souvlaki, sprinkled some paprika and then wrapped it again, ready to finally enjoy.
It is so good. The bit of paprika on top. Personally, I haven't had any souvlaki in England yet that comes close to the Greek one, so I always would rather make it myself. But if you're in Sheffield and you've tried a good Greek place, let me know in the comments and I'll go try it. I've heard good things about Meraki and the Greek village. I haven't tried either, so if you have any suggestions, let me know. Homemade is always best anyways. What I need to find how to make is, I don't know if you've had souvlaki in Greece, when you have chicken, they put a sauce. I think it's mayonnaise based. I need to learn how to recreate it. I do like it with tzatziki, but when it's chicken and that sauce, oh, it's just amazing. That's how excited I am. Excited because my local Sainsbury's has brought these Greek pitas and they are the best. They're also great for pizza, which we'll be making now. Happy.
To make a quick pizza, I grabbed the pizza pan and added my Greek pita on it. I then spread about 2 tablespoons of passata. For herbs, you can use whatever you like, but I usually add some garlic and, since we're making a Greek-style pizza, some oregano. I then added loads of mozzarella, and I do prefer the sliced mozzarella as I find the fresh balls can release a lot of water, making the pizza a bit soggy, but it also works with fresh if that's all you got. For toppings, I'm chopping some baby tomatoes, onion and some olives. I added the toppings I chopped, plus some of these sweet red peppers that I'm obsessed with, but bell pepper would also work well. Lastly, I sprinkled some feta cheese, because you can't have a Greek pita without feta. I put it in a preheated oven at around 200 degrees Celsius for about 10 minutes, or until the cheese is melted and the pita is nice and crispy on the edges. I served it on my plate and added some fresh rocket for some extra freshness. And our pizza is ready. This is one of my favorite dinners when I'm craving pizza, and it's so fast to make. It's perfect for when you're short on time but still want something delicious.
It's like a Greek salad, even better because it's on a pizza. When I was little, my favorite Pizza Hut pizza was Greek lovers, which was basically like this. Like all the elements of Greek salad, but on a pizza. It's amazing. And so much nicer on this bread because it's a bit thicker. You can use a tortilla as well if you like a thin crust, or I don't know what they're called. I like thin pitas, but if you can find the Greek pita, they are the best, in my opinion.
For our next recipe, we're making a Greek classic, Dakos salad. Firstly, we need some Dakos rusks, of course, as our base for a salad and the main carb source. For toppings, I keep it simple, so I start by chopping a bunch of baby tomatoes, but you can also chop them very finely in a food chopper if you have one. Mine is broken, so I need to get another one. Then I chopped a bit of onion and added a few capers to add on top too. I grabbed my plate and served my rusks that I had previously run under water. You don't have to run them under water, but they are very tough, so if your tomatoes aren't juicy enough, it might be a bit difficult to eat, so I usually run mine under water. I then topped with the tomatoes, the onion and the capers. Lastly, I added some crumbled up feta cheese, but you can also use cottage cheese, ricotta or whatever cheese you like. I seasoned with salt and then added some Greek olive oil. I sprinkled some oregano and also added about a teaspoon of red wine vinegar. Another super quick dinner that's perfect for hot days when you don't feel like cooking.
It's gonna be messy. This one's so fast. And if you have good Dakos rusks, it makes all the difference. And obviously good tomatoes. These are not my favorite rusks, they're okay, but yeah, they're not my favorite. And it is very difficult to find rusks in England. If you're in Greece, there is this brand called diaries. And I think they're from Crete, and they are the best rusks I've ever tried. I found them in a cafe / lunch place in London. It sold different things from Italy and Greece, and if you're in Greece I think you can find them much easier, but yeah, sad times, I can't find them here because I don't live in London obviously, and they're like £6 when I bought them. I mean, I would do it again because they were amazing, but
For our last dinner, I'm using some leftover roast chicken, but you can use freshly cooked chicken or whatever protein you have and like. I separated the meat from the bone and added it in a little bowl. By the way, if you'd like to see my roast chicken recipe, make sure you follow me on Instagram, as I will be posting the recipe there. I then grabbed a wholemeal tortilla and spread some cream cheese on it. I then added the chicken and then some of these sweet tiny peppers. As I told you, I'm obsessed and I add them to everything. I grated some red Leicester cheese and then added a bit of lemon zest for a nice fresh flavor. I grabbed a non-stick pan sprayed with Frylight and added my tortilla. I folded it in half and let it crisp up before flipping it over to the other side. I served it plain, but if you have some extra time, you can make a quick salsa by chopping some tomatoes, onions and avocado and have that on the side. But I was rushed for time, so I just had it plain, which, to be honest, was delicious. And you can easily mix and match the fillings and use whatever leftovers you got and get creative with it.
those tiny peppers just burst in your mouth and they're so sweet and nice, and the lemon zest, so good. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure you give me a big thumbs up, and as always, if you have any requests for future videos, you can leave them down in the comments, and I'll see you in the next one. Don't forget to click like.